Roger has this amazing memoir that he wrote, and I went and bought the book right after I saw the movie.
Right.
And after getting to read some of it, I realized it's a lot like the film. How far back did you all start to think about starting this movie? And then why you decided to do it? Was it Roger's decision, a mutual decision?
Well, it was certainly Roger and Chaz's decision to do it ultimately, but it wasn't their idea to do it, and it wasn't even my idea. It was actually Steve Zalian's idea, who became an executive producer. He read the book, loved it, loves docs, reached out to me, and once I read it, I think I had the same reaction you did. I just thought it was amazing, and so we went and made the film. And I actually. It's interesting what you say, because I actually, the structure of the movie is borrowed in many respects from the book. I mean, he's a master, so, imitation's the best form of flattery. But I also love the idea of using the memoir to have him essentially narrate his life story in the movie, which is why I lean so heavily on his writing from the memoir to help tell that story, because it's both beautiful and revealing.
My second question, you all brought so many people onto this film, Roger's friends. How was it bringing everybody back together to reminisce on so many past experiences?
There are actually so many more people who could have been interviewed. I think that Steve did a great job of sort of distilling the essence of Roger's influence in the making of independent films, with bringing in people, filmmakers. When you say friends, I think you mean the filmmakers, like Errol Morris and Werner Herzog, Gregory Nava, Ava DuVernay, who gave that very moving talk about Roger's influence on her first movie. I think it was great. Of course, I wasn't there, didn't know what the people said. I didn't see any of this until I saw the film, and I just thought it was a beautiful job, and I did like looking at those and seeing what people had to say. I thought my husband was extraordinary. I was very happy to hear other people confirm it.
Absolutely. And I guess my next question, there's so much old footage in this film. How was it bringing all of those footage? Was it kind of an event made out of it, and kind of like a home movie, just watching all of these old periods and trying to choose what you're going to put in there?
It was daunting. I mean, just the show alone, there were so many possibilities to decide between. Roger's life was well documented in so many ways and photographed, and I have to say that as daunting as it would have been far more so without Chaz's help, because they had a veritable museum in their home of Roger was a pack rat of sorts. I mean, he kept stuff going back to his days at University of Illinois, like what he had wrote. So I mean, there was just a treasure trove of stuff there and photographs, and Chaz also acted as an intermediary to help us get things from other sources, so it was essential.
When you say pack rat, I don't want people to think it's like hoarders. Or
no.
No, we kept. We sort of
their home
carefully
is
cataloged
immaculate.
and kept things, important things. Yeah.
Yeah, no, their home is.
All right.
Yes. No, I didn't mean it that way. Not a hoarder, but he saved a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
He saved a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I guess my last question for you all is, what are your biggest hopes to come out of this film, or what were Roger's biggest hopes for this film?
Well, my biggest hope, I won't speak for Roger, let Chaz do that. My biggest hope was that people would see what an extraordinary life he had, that happened to include being the most significant film critic we have. But that's not the whole story at all. And in fact, that life, that incredible, I want to call it 7-act life, not a 3-act life, really informed who he was and informed his criticism in a way that helped him reach so many people and mean so much to people.
One of the things that I'm really happy that people will see is that, as smart as Roger was, as intelligent, the beautiful writer he was, that he actually lived a life a real life, a full life that he loved, that he interacted with people, that we had this great life with our grandchildren and our family life. And all of that really went into making his writing so much deeper and more beautiful. He didn't just write in a vacuum. He lived, and even before having a family, he would get out there and travel, and he would learn about different cultures and different places and different things. I hope that it helps people go out and live their own passion in life. I call it living your life out loud, not just living that life of quiet desperation.